Could you hear me? Guys, let me know if you could hear me. Okay. Just going to be messing around with a few RCs here. Get this camera working right. There. This is my Kyosho Fox. I'm just going to do something inside on here. I'm going to bring in a few of my RC cars and stuff. Let me see if I could get this other laptop in place so I could read the comments. RC Basher boy, beauty. In the winter time when I was running this, I jumped from the grass and hit a curb and went into the street. It landed flat on the top. I cracked the whole top. See the top here? I cracked it, so I glued it with that UV glue. And that's what I'm going to work on a little bit right now. Show you this. So I made a little cover here to protect the chain so no stuff gets in there, and also the gears. What I want to do, it's going to be hard to show you guys. Ugh. If you could see, you could see in the top of the body where it got cracked on the top. I used this UV glue in there. I just want to give it a quick coat with that shoe glue on the bottom to strengthen it more. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Then I'm going to oil up the chain and stuff on this one. Let me get some alcohol here. A little alcohol. I'm going to rub the inside down. I got to clean my boats up a little bit too also. But yeah, this thing's a blast to run. It has so much torque, especially with the lipo packs. Are there any issues with the shocks? Are she back? No, nothing yet with the shocks. One time, one popped off on a big like jump, but I only had one pop off. Now I'm gonna get high with this goop glue. This stuff smells, but it works good. I'm just going to put this inside. I can't show you guys because I have no room here. I'm going to go over, if you could see that little bead, I'm going to coat it so it strengthens it because I had to glue it. Get the goop. I just spread a little bit over it to strengthen it. Notice how I use my hands to contaminate my bloodstream. Like it's time for a new tube. I'm going to put this far away because this stuff is going to stink. I don't want to be breathing in this too long. Just going to coat it here. I got some stuff I'll show you guys what I use to clean my RC bodies, like to keep them nice and shiny and like waterproof. I'm going to do that to a few of them, and actually the boats too. That should be good enough. VHX-22. Yeah, this stuff, it stinks, but it smells bad, but it works awesome. I use it on everything. Now maybe I'll be able to show you guys the bead I put over that. If I could pull this monster out. Whoa. Yeah, hit the light. It's hard. Let's flip it around. See? See, I just went over it with a bead of the goop glue. That should strengthen it a lot more. So, shut this bad boy up. And I'm going to probably put it down on the other side because it stinks. I got the lights on the front of mine, the Fox lights. They're expensive, but they look really cool. RC Basher boy, I use let me get them right here. I got them in my box here. Ooh. Could you see that? The SMC, I got 5200 ones. I don't know if you could read it, but they're the SMC True Spec Premium. They're 5200, 112 amp rated. They're the 2S ones. The SMC packs are really good. You put these in this truck, and you gotta be careful because if you floor it, it just boom pops right up. Yeah, RCVHX-22. If you use goop glue, they have it in different kinds: shoe goop, plumber's goop, automotive goop. I use that on everything. It takes long to dry. Like it'll tack up probably in a half hour, and then you leave it for like overnight. The next day, it's really good. And the good thing about the glue is if you glue something, say if you glue something down, like you could use it to glue your ESC down with a little dab. You just twist it slow and it peels off. Then you can peel it off by stretching it with a needle nose pliers because it's like rubber but harder, kind of like hot glue. Never ran it on 6S. I don't know if you could run this. Is this one rated for 6S? I don't even know. It's too much for me on the 4S. It's crazy. I actually like the way it runs better on the 2 6-cell nickel metal halide packs because it's more stable, and it's like with these, it's crazy. It's so much power. I have this in my bat safe. I'm going to use some of this on it also. I don't know if you could see, it's that DuPont dry lube. I'm going to put some on the chain and stuff. You can't really bash on this truck here like maybe like one of them E-Revos or the X-Max type. You're welcome. According to me, Uh, it might be Basher Boy, but I'm telling you, on the 4S, it's crazy. I would never. I think it runs nice on the 3S. On the 4S, it's crazy powerful and unstable. I can't imagine on 6S, it would probably just blow up in the air. See the chain over here? I put the dry lube on that, and I put it on the bushings and the A-arms, the swing arms and stuff, and on the back wheels here. This DuPont Teflon dry lube. Ooh. So I'm just going to put that down on the chain like that, and I spin it. And make it get all over. It's like a dry lube. And I put a little dab in these. Just like that. Oh yeah, beauty! Can't wait to move this truck out of here soon. It's stinking like goop. Put some in here also. Oh, swung it onto the monitor. There you go. Hello, 78 RC World. This is the Kyosho Fox. Kyosho Fox monster truck, sand rock racer buggy. I just lubed up the chain and stuff with this dry lube here. I have quite a few stuff I'm going to show on this live stream, different cars and stuff. I'm going to show you right now what I use to keep the bodies nice on these. Let me get it. You can see this. It's the Jay Leno's Quick Detailer. It's like $9.99 a bottle. I also use this on my Z28. Smells like an orange, like them creamsicle orange ice pops. It's awesome. What you do is, if there's like a lot of dirt on it, you want to get it off first, obviously. Then you get like one of these rags like this. Just hit this sucker with a little spray, just like that. And this stuff could dry on, that's why I like it. It doesn't leave white wax on there. Then you just go like this, coat it all. Then you'll have yourself a nice beauty looking rig. It gets slick like you just waxed it. And that's it. It's done. You don't have to go crazy. You can feel when you wipe it around, it just gets real slippery all of a sudden. There it is. All shined up. And you know what I say about that? Beauty! Yeah, that wax is a beauty. Good stuff. I don't know if you could find this. I guess you could find it. Where are you, in the UK? It's the Jay Leno's Instant Detail, Quick Detail. It's awesome. So I'm gonna go real quick and put this down the other end over there because it smells like the goop glue I used on it, and I don't want to get high online. I'm back. I'm gonna bring out. I wanted to clean up some of my RC boats over here. Let me get them real quick. I never get out to use these suckers. I should use them more often. This is an Apache 24 Pro boat, but I made it brushless. Yeah, it's an old boat, but it's nice. I just spray them down with this stuff. A little bit. Hit them real quick. I don't do the bottoms on the boats because I scuff them and make them dull with sandpaper, fine sandpaper. I can feel right away how slippery this gets when you put this on. You guys probably can't see, but it got really, see how shiny it got? Stuff's awesome. See the bottom of my boats here? I scuffed them with a wet sandpaper real fine so they're like dull. Supposedly the water film sticks on the dull surface, and water against water is more slipperier than wax on the bottom against the water. Time for another one. Be right back. Here's another boat. This is a 14-inch, 17-inch or 14, I forgot. It's a Joy's Way, and it's like really sick. It's so fast. But the nice thing about it, if it flips over, it'll come right back up on the surface like that. This is a little rocket. I have some videos of all these boats in action in some of my older videos when I used to run them a lot. I'm not sponsored by Jay Leno. Velcro. Look at that. That shines like a beauty. Stuff's awesome, guys. You got to try it out. I hit this stuff on my Camaro. After I wax it with like a really good wax, I use this on a Camaro every once in a while. It takes like probably like 8 minutes or 10 minutes just to do the whole car real quick. I got one more boat coming up. Be right back. Pro Boat Brushless Widowmaker. This is an old one too. Yeah. Use Jay Leno's. I just want to clean some of this stuff up because it's been sitting forever. I didn't use my boats in a long time. Blazing buddies, I never used these boats in a long time, so I wanted to get the crud off of them. They got like dust so much on them. Guys want to see anything else? I got some other RC cars down there. I got all the tanks and everything. This is the Pro Boat. Widowmaker 24 brushless. It's pretty good. I got a little surprise I'll show you guys. Hold on a second. Beauty has arrived. This thing's so big, you got a peek behind it. Hello. This one here ain't stock. I got a 1-inch, you could see over here, lift kit. I got the 1-inch lift kit. I have oil shocks. And I have the axle mounted servo on the front and on the back there. I don't know how you spell it. Gallowo's 78 RC World. Yeah, boats are fun, but you need a pond without a lot of algae. I used to run my boats a lot, but the last like 6 years, they got so many algae in the ponds, you could hardly run them anymore. That's why I got an airboat. I got a Cajun Commander Aquacraft big airboat. That thing could go over weeds. It's nice. That's more like it. Do we wax this beauty up here or what? Hit it with some J's? I might as well. Might as well hit it with some J's. The bullhead deserves it. Now she's shiny. There you go. Yeah, the Clod's awesome. It's not the fastest truck, but it's so fun to drive. Thanks, Archie Basher boy. I could start this sucker up right now. You want to hear it? Who wants to hear this beauty? Got the bullhead right on there written down. I'm gonna spark it up. Oh boy, maybe distorted, guys, but I'm sparking her up. Here she goes. Check out the evil lights in it. Got the green light. Sorry if I blew your guys' ears out. Just wanted to show you this beauty here. Want to see under the hood? Let me move this radio. I'll be right back. I'll show you under the hood. That's where I got the lights hooked up. I got connectors to take it off, but I'll show you. See under the hood over there, it's got the sound box in the back. The ESS sound box, the one. I put it in the back there. And I got two RC four-wheel drive 20-turn motors in here. It's good enough for this truck. You don't want nothing too crazy fast. Thanks. I got like a delay on my other laptop. It's like off sync. Thanks a lot for stopping in, RCVHX22. Appreciate it. Let me put this down here. And next comes in for the car wash, the Pajero. We're gonna have to wax this one up too. This is so fun, this truck. It's like one of my favorite to go in the mountain with. Favorite one. Anyone else getting a new TRX4 Sport from Traxxas? I'll be getting it. I might do a live unboxing of it. Ah, she's all shiny. Thanks, Basher Boy. Anyone getting a new TRX4 Sport? Thanks, Wayne Keebler. That's the Tamiya Bullhead. I'm just showing the guys what I use. I use this Jay Leno's Quick Detailer on the RC cars. It keeps them looking real good. It's like $10 a bottle. It works really good. Just did my Pajero, even though it's scratched like heck from going in the mountains. It still looks pretty good. See the bottom on it? I got a new drive shaft, new axle. Show you what's inside this one. Yeah, Wayne, it's awesome. I use it on my Camaro. It's good as anything. It makes it look shiny. If you wax your car or something, if you have a car, and then in between washes, you just spray this on and wipe it off. It doesn't dry and leave a film on the car like a white haze. So you use one of these cloths and wipe it right off. It takes like 8 or 10 minutes real quick to do your car. And it makes it shiny, really shiny. Here's the inside of the CC01. I got a Traxxas servo in there, a 2056, I think it is. Yeah. And I got an RC four-wheel drive 80 turn motor in there. And I have the quick run. I think it's the 1060 ESC. And it works like a champ. I upgraded the springs. Hi, JGRC. I updated my springs with the barrel springs. I don't know if you can see them in there, guys, the white ones. They're progressive, so it works a little better. I put them on the front. I also made a skid plate up there because it used to snag like crazy with that big bumper they have that looks kind of like the Hornet bumper. Thanks. This one's all set up. I did everything to this one to get it to work really good. This is about as good as it'll get without putting gigantic tires on it. These tires are the hell were they called? They're from Lossie's. They had a micro crawler. It was really like 12 scale. The rock claws, that's what they were. The Lossie rock claws. And they have the big 2.2 size of these, and these are like the best gripping, best working tires I found for the CC01 that are like scale size where they ain't gonna look like they're big. They're just a little bigger than the stock ones. And these work really good. They're awesome. I don't even know if you could get them anymore, if they even make them, because they're pretty old, but they work really good. So that's my CC01. I'm getting lag on my other computer. It's like laggy, so I don't know, can't see real time if someone's commenting. There it is. JGRC, you got to use this Jay Leno's Quick Detailer spray on your RC cars. It makes them really shiny and protects them. This truck is so old. I think I had this truck like in, it's got to be, I'd say 2000 maybe I got this. 2000 and I have old videos, I think, from like 2004 with using this truck. Blazing Buddies uses Fast Track's 96 mm. Yeah, it's hard to find good tires that are like the right size. These worked good for me. They're really good. They're like competition rock crawling compound, but they're small. Like the Lossy makes the 2.2 size ones they make for the bigger rigs, and this works really good. I tried like the RC 4-wheel drive, the mudslingers on here, and the lugs were too long and it just don't work right. Oh God, my favorite Tamiya. My favorite Tamiya has got to be, I don't have a favorite. I'll name a couple of them. It's got to be the Hornet because that's my first ever kit I built was the Hornet. And then down the line, my next favorite kit that I had was the Super Shot, the 4-wheel drive buggy. I don't know if you ever seen my green one. And that one is painted. I painted exactly the same way I did as a kid. I made it the green. It's like a bright green. Back in the day, everyone was like, oh, that's nasty green. But I did it the same because that's how it was. RC Basher Boy, I already got footage of the lunchbox. If you've seen my channel, the in the home page, I think there's something there for like what the hell is it? The community tab. I always put little pictures there. I put a picture of my lunchbox there like a few days ago. I don't know when it was. I already got a video. I just got to put it together of the lunchbox going. Thanks, Wayne. I appreciate it. Like I said, all you guys that are subscribed to me, I always hit you guys the thumbs up on your videos. I appreciate your support, so I give it back. I got to do the lunchbox video. I'll probably put that together sometime soon in the future. I also got to get out and try the this one here, the WL toys. Remember, I took all the electronics out and I put a servo in this and real 2.4 radio and an ESC. I got to try this also in the mountain up there and see how it works out. You've been slacking. It's not easy making all these videos. Drives you nuts. It's a lot of work. You can see I got the New Jersey license plate. They're cool looking. Do I have any boats? I just showed 3 of them on here. I'll grab one real quick for you to show you. Yeah, I got to put it together. There's so much. I have a lot of footage that I still have to put together from a few outings. So it'll be soon. I'll do that one soon for you. I have boats. I have I didn't show it here, but I have the Aquacraft, the Cajun Commander, that big swamp buggy boat. That's awesome. I have a Widowmaker 22. These are older boats. These ones I'm naming now because I used to be into it a lot, but the ponds got filled with the scum on the top, and I don't really use them too much. I have the Widowmaker 22, the Apache 24 Pro Boat, but I made that brushless. What was the other one? I have a Joy's Way little one. It's like 17 or 14 inches brushless. That one's really fast. You see what else I got in here I could show you guys? I'll be right back, guys. Here's my other CC01 with the funky paint job. This one, I actually put some cheap tires I got on them. They were like on eBay. I think they were like $15 or $20 shipped for all 4. I forgot what the heck they were called, but they actually worked pretty good in the mountain. Let me just wipe this one down real quick. I have another laptop alongside, but it's like lagging. What I'm doing right now, it doesn't do it till like a 30 seconds later on there, so I can't see the comments when they come up the same as when I'm like if I touch the car and you do a comment, it won't come up till later on. Oh my God. JG's boat sank in the sea. That must have stunk. Yeah, the Joy's Ways are pretty fast. I like that thing. I have some videos on my channel of the boats if you want to check them out. I like the boats. They're fun when you get the brushless ones. They're faster than the cars. But by me, the ponds kept getting year by year filled with the green algae so thick I can't even run them. That's why I got that the Asian Commander airboat. It's a big airboat, brushless. That thing goes really fast and it goes over. I rode it over lily pads and all that scum. The top of the water I went to where I go fishing is solid green like a sponge. And the alligator, not alligator tours, the Cajun Commander, it's called. I had the alligator tours, but that was smaller. It goes right over all that scum and slop. Hi, Steve Moon. I don't know. I can't see the comments in real time. It's like lagged back a little bit for some reason. Like it's got to be like 20 seconds in time difference from what I'm doing. But anyway, here's my other CCO1. I think I got a 75 turn motor in this one, some Arma ESC, and a Traxxas high torque servo. I put this rubber tire around the servo saver to stiffen it up so it don't move as much. But I got these I'm disappointed. I bought the GPM steering system for these trucks, the aluminum one, and look how loose they got. I think they're worse than the stock after they wear out. Look at the front wheels. There's so much play in them. So this GPM CCO1 steering, I don't recommend it. I think there's another company that makes one now with ball bearings on the rack, so that one shouldn't get as loose. Oh, it's Yeah Racing, I believe. So the next ones I'm going to get for these are the Yeah Racing. Look at that. That's bad. But I got a metal plate on the front of this thing because when you go on the mountain, it really hits everything. Yeah, you get the big waves in the ocean, and plus the salt water. You got to really clean the boats up good when you run them in salt water. Everyone always wonders, they say, what's that I have on the back of my CCO1s? I don't know if you see on the axle. They always go, what's that little red thing on the back? That little red thing, I get a reamer and I make a hole and I put a piece of stick tape over it to seal it. So if I know if I go in water and stuff, I'll take this out and I'll put the little tube in there from like, I don't use WD-40, but you know how they have the tube, the red tube? You stick it in there and I use Corrosion X and I give it a blast and it fills up and coats everything inside. Then I just clean it with alcohol and re-stick a piece of stick tape over the hole over here. So that way the ball bearings and all the axles and stuff don't get rusty inside. So that's a trick I do to my CCO1s. '78 RC World, yes, that's already with the GPM aluminum rack. And like I said, they have Yeah Racing now makes one, and it has ball bearings on the bottom rack, so I think it'll stay a little tighter. This one had like brass bushings in the aluminum. I think what happened was the aluminum wore out because the brass bushings get dirt in there, and it got really sloppy. And these are my cheap $20 eBay tires, and they actually worked real good. You've seen them in the last videos of this one. I don't know if you could see the tread on them. See what the tread design looks like? It's actually pretty good for $20. I got them on eBay. Steve Moon says he just picked up a steering suspension kit for his MO7 concept. It's good stuff. Yeah, you got to find what works good. These were good, the GPM, when I first got them. But after using them for a while, it looks like they got, I think they got more slop in them than the stock one that was in the truck. So next, I'm going to get the Yeah Racing. It should be much better. This one here on the back of this CCO one, I hooked the shocks on differently. See the shocks? These shocks supposed to mount over here in the inside. Like you get this shock and you mount it here so it'd be straight. I mounted them on the outside on this one. It works a little differently than the stock position. And also a funny thing about these CCO ones, these CCO1 trucks, in like 2000, I invented a part up here that allows the rear end to drop lower. You could see it. It drops. There's a piece. I used to explain how to make it on the message board. You guys probably can't see it maybe if I shine this light. Is that too bright? You see this piece here? It lets the shock drop a little bit. I invented this modification like 2000. I always put it on the message boards and showed guys. And then Tamaya, they must have seen it. They made my piece. They copied it, and they sell a kit like this now. So I made this way before it was ever out. And it works good because when you're going in the mountain or anything over rocks, it usually only goes like this. Now it drops. You can see it. It drops down. Look, I'll show you. I don't know if you guys could see it, but you see how it goes up how it should, then it drops and extends to give the tire a little more height. So that's the story behind this thing here. Tamaya seen it and copied my design. Thanks. Let me see what else I got down here I could show you guys. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I have most of my stuff upstairs on shelves, so I can't really bring anything down. It'd be a pain. Like when I made that video outside of all my 50 RC cars, when I made that video of all my 50 RC cars to bring them outside and film and then bring them back inside, it took me over, I think, 2 hours just to do that. Here's the Q39 I got. I put the WL toys, the other buggy here on the wall because I'm not using it like fast anymore. I made it a crawler. This one, so I make it flip. So the WL Toys version comes with a harder tire. So I put that on. I got to test it out. I never got to test it yet. You want to see the sand scorcher? I'll go get it. Could you guys hold on? Any other ones you want to see? I could probably get like 2 more. I got the sand scorcher. Anything else? Let me know. Let me know what other ones you want to see. I got the sand scorcher. I'll go up and get it real quick. This thing's pretty good for the price of it. The only thing I don't like about this one, it only had ball bearings in the center gearbox, whereas the other brands have full ball bearings. I had to put ball bearings in. It was a pain. But it's pretty good for the price. It's actually fun. You put a 2S LiPo in it, it's pretty good. I got to see how it runs now with these new harder tires. It probably won't flip as much. Twin hammers and the sand scorcher. All right, I'm going to be back in a moment. I'm going to run upstairs. I'm going to get the twin hammers for RC Basher Boy and the Sand Scorcher. I got like 2 bodies for the Sand Scorcher, but I'll bring the blue and white one. I got a real nice yellow one. I don't even run it on it. So I'll put an infomercial up. Jay Leno's. I'll be back in a jiffy, guys. Hold on. I'm back. Hold on, I got some other surprise for you here too. Let me get rid of this Q39 here. I'll be right back in a jiffy. One Sand Scorcher coming up. There she is. Just wipe her down really quick. There's my beauty. I love this one. Check it out. Check out the mean stance of this beauty. Just like a real one. Trail buddies, blazing buddies. Yeah, it's nice. I got the yellow one I did up. I got a yellow body. I made it so nice looking, I don't even run it. Up and down. I have to run up and down the stairs to get these beauties. But yeah, this is nice. If anyone ever wants to build a kit that's really, really good and fun to build, I like this one. See how the body comes off with one clip on the front there. Then in the back, it has a clasp that goes on to the roll bar. You can see it hold it on. You have to actually grab it like this and pull it off. You see what it looks like? So here's what it looks like. It's not no breakthrough design or nothing, but I think for the year it came out, the original one was 1979. Yeah, RC Basher Boy, it's the same. Excuse me, but what I was saying was it's like for when it came out, I think in 1979, it was like independent suspension. This was like better than the Hopper cars with the axle at solid because it had at least independent suspension on the back. But it's all waterproof with this. You open this up and it pops off and everything is inside, gets protected from splashes of water. And what's nice about this kit when you build it, it's like a work of art. All these pieces, all the A-arms, spindles, everything, the gearbox. It's all solid aluminum pieces, which is cool. The shocks leak like a bitch, but you got to put the Tamiya makes the TRF O-rings in there. I didn't do it to this one yet. I did it to my other one. You put them in there and they don't leak as much. I think I have a video showing what ones to use. And it has a fiberglass chassis. It's real cool. Torsion bar suspension on. You can see it. There's a bar under here like a U, and it makes the suspension because there ain't no springs on these. This is a cool buggy. I like it. The steering on this has some contraption. It goes from the servo inside there through the plastic with a boot, and then it angles to the front, and there's a servo saver built in there. It's a little sloppy, but it works. It gets the job done. These Tamiya switch covers, I don't know what they make them out of. The rubber on them, look, they just get deteriorated and ripped, like they get hard and just crack all apart. It's like feels hard now. They must have used like a natural rubber and it didn't last long. But that's the Sand Scorcher. It's awesome. If anyone wants to build a nice kit, get one of these beauties. Steve Moon, it's not carbon fiber, it's a fiberglass chassis, which it's pretty good. That's how it came out in 1979 with the fiberglass. Always with the fiberglass chassis, you guys probably can't see because I don't know how clear this camera is here. With the fiberglass chassis, you coat the edges on it, you seal it with CA glue so it don't get chipped and splintery feeling on your hand. Because if you leave that without the CA glue and you rub your hand on it, you'll get splinters in you. So you go around all the edges on the chassis with a coat of CA glue to seal it. I wish this other laptop was on the same page as the live stream. It's like off. That's the same. I make these rubber mirrors because when you have the stock ones, you have the stock mirrors, 1 or 2 rolls. They're plastic, hard plastic. They broke so easy. So I molded them and I made them like I make the RC radio wheel grips. I use the same material and I made a mold. I don't make these too much because they're really hard. They're like the molds is like crazy. So I made a couple of them and I made them different colors and they're rubbery. So when you roll over, they never break off. So that's really good. See, the back here just snaps right on, watch. That's it. Then you put the one clip in the front. There she is. I have a motor for this. I had on my other one, but I never put it in here. It's like a little motor. It looks really nice. But this one with the stinger pipe, one roll, it would break off. So I got the same material again as these mirrors, and I made like a rubber piece. So when you roll over, it comes back up. I saved it from always gluing it back on and losing it. Basher boy, they're probably the same unless did you put a brushless system in yours? I think I got the stock motor. I got the stock gearing in this with the stock motor, and they give you an option gear, and one's aluminum, and I think the 15 tooth is a steel. So I just put the steel one in there, the pinion gear. So I think it's like 15 or something. can't see it. Maybe 15 or 16. I'm not sure. I used the steel gear to give you in the kit, and I just left it stock. It works good. I run it on 2S LiPo, the little ones that they use in the Traxxas, little 1/18th or 16th cars. First with Oz, how you doing, bud? Trying out the live stream. Showing off some of the cars here. This is my Tamiya Sand Scorcher. I got a little lag on my other computer to the side, the laptop, so the comments aren't quite coming up as soon as I'm, like if I touch this and someone comments, it don't come up at the same time. But there she is. And I always have to give this one the shout out. And I'm going to do it right now. Beauty. That's how I get that effect on the video when I first do it. I go, beauty, and I put it in and out. Thanks, Perth West Oz. So Basher boy, what do you want to see? You want to see the surprise one I brought down for you? Or we'll check out the twin hammers first. Let me go get the twin hammers. I'll just leave this beauty right here so you could still look at it because it's so lovely to look at. You never want to take your eyes from it. Here's the twin hammers. Let me get it with a shot of J's real quick. All my cars are going to be clean. This is Shen RC's RC detail shop. Keep them clean. Yeah, this thing's cool. It ain't stock anymore. It used to be faster with a 15-turn motor it had in here. Here she is. You're lagged behind with the comments, but this had a 15-turn motor and it's stock and it was fast and it has a high and low gear. The low gear was pretty slow. You could go up like in the mountain with it and stuff. Then you could flick it in high and it would be like really super quick. But what I did with it is I put a brushless system in there, and I think I only put like I think it's like a 1600 something or 1700 something. I forgot what it is. It's somewhere around there. KV motor. It's a 4-pole motor, a standard 540 size, and has a lot of torque. It's not super fast, but when you put it in low gear now, it has a lot of power, and it's a lot slower than the stock one was. And when you put it in high, it's just enough speed to be like if you're in an open spot in the mountain where it's smooth, but only a little rocks, it gives you that good excitement where it's still fun. And I also put on this one, because when you get these stock, they don't have the sway bars on them. I ordered the sway bars. I don't know if you could see it. Let me shine this light here. You see the sway bar? It goes on to, where the hell is it? Oh, right here on with a big link it goes on. And that holds it from twisting so much. I only put it on the rear, the sway bar. I didn't put it on the front. I put the sway bar only on the rear, and that holds it because this truck, when you gave it gas, it would do this. The torque was like crazy. Boom. So I just put the thick one on the rear, the sway bar, and that helps it from doing a torque twist. But it still twists good for like rock crawling and stuff. Yeah, these comments are way behind. Does it have? Yeah, this has the 2-speed. That's how long your comments are behind. I already said it. I'll say it again. It has the 2-speed. Yeah, Perth, West Oz. It's right here. I'll show you if I can get it off. It's exactly the same, but 12 scale. Let me move this thing over a little bit. I want this to fall off. Here it is, the WL toys. It's almost exactly the same. All the parts are the same, but it's shrunken down. You see? Same type of design, but it's a lot smaller. You can see the wheelbase. See what that looks like compared to this. And there you go. Papa and his son. The son of Will WL toys. There's another WL toys that's exactly the same. They copied it. It's the same size and everything. It's a different number than this one here. I think it's a 1028 or something like that. It's the same exact truck. It's like the same. So if you wanted to get a twin hammers, they make one, a copy of it, the WL toys. It's just a different number than this one. This one's 12. I think it's like 12 scale. The other one, model number, has a 10 in it or something. Yeah, but this one's cool. I had this for a long time. The bottom, I don't know if you could see it. Let me turn on the light here. That's too bright. Well, anyway, the bottom is all scraped up. It's real bad from going in the mountain. And what I hated about this, I had two of these. And what I hated about them, everyone's was the same with the green body panels. So what I have a video on this. You take the panels off and you use a Dremel with the Dremel Moto tool with the bit, and you just scrape it all like in the inside, and you grind the paint off till it's see-through. And you do that, then you paint it any color you want. Like you can see, I painted this one white, so it makes mine look different than the stock ones you always see. I had my other one, I did it in a bright blue, and it looked really cool too. No, I never got nothing else from them but this one here. I only like this one because it's like this one you could do everything with. It's like a dual purpose. You could, well, I got so many now, but if you left this stock or put a mild brushless in it, like say like a 3300 kV or something like that, or a 3000, if you put that in here, you could have a truck that could go rock crawling, trail running, or you flick it in high and you could have a truck that goes fast to bash. That's what's good about this vehicle. That's the only reason why I bought this, because I thought that was cool. Perth, what do you say? You have the 12428C. What was that? Is that the big 110 scale like this model? The clone of it? Yeah, WL Toys makes like two or three of them with different bodies that are the clones of this model, and they make some without the two-speed transmission, and they make some with the two-speed. So if you want something like this, you got to make sure you get it with the two-speed, and it's not that expensive, I don't think either. This thing, I think when it came out, was like $399, like $400. I think the WL toys, you could get them for $150 now. The same thing, but WL toys. I'm trying to look at your comments, guys, but like I said, it's lagging behind us so bad. It's like not good timing. Oh yeah, the same one as the green one I just hung up. Yeah, Basher Boy, I like them. I seen them when they came out. They're awesome, but I just never got one. I think back then I was like mostly doing a lot of Tamayas too, so I didn't really get nothing else like that. But the twin hammers is cool. I like this one. I gotta bring it up. I think what I'm gonna try to do. What I'm gonna try to do is I got a gimbal, a 3-axis gimbal, and I'm gonna try it with the Firefly camera, and I'm gonna try to stick tape it on here, and I'm gonna drive behind a car, one of the other trucks. I'll see if I could get my brother to come drive one up in the mountain with me again, and I'm gonna put the camera on here with a 3-axis gimbal and try to follow the truck to see. That should look really good with the smooth footage. I want to try that with this thing here, because this one works good in the mountain because it's low slung. Its handles pretty good. I wish these comments were coming at the right time. Oh well. So that's this one. Now I'm going to show Basher Boy the surprise one I brought for him. Basher Boy, this one's for you. It's the lunchbox. Beauty. Might as well give it a quick shot of the Jay Leno's and shine this beauty up. See how quick this stuff is to use? It's awesome. This one also got the sound system in it too. This is a Parma Lexan body because the stock body it's heavier and it flips more, so I got this. Hold on a second, guys. Hot glue gun. Someone needs a hot glue gun in the house. Earth West Oz, I was just using, I didn't have a 3-axis gimbal. I just got that, like my last like 2-3 videos I tried it out on. I was only using, and I still like to use it because it looks almost as good as the 3-axis gimbal. I was using a selfie stick with the waterproof case that they give you with the cameras, and the Firefly, it is the 6S and 7S has the instant stabilization. I was just holding my controller like this with the selfie stick coming down with the camera on the bottom, and I was following the car, and you move it around, and that Firefly 6S and 7S has good stabilization. It almost looks like a gimbal. So if you want a good camera for that, get one of those beauties. I'm telling you, they're awesome. Yeah, you could go crazy with the twin hammers and put all good stuff in there. My comments are coming late, so I was talking about that a while back. And here's the lunchbox. This lunchbox, I put a 20, this lunchbox got a 20 turn motor in it, so it's a little faster than the stock ones out of the box. I put a 20-turn motor in here. It gives a little more punch. Karate Kid moment. Yeah, Steve, everyone needs one of these beauties. They're fun. But like I was saying, Basher Boy, I got the Parma body on there because it's lighter and it'll break less, especially if some guys put brushless in there and stuff. Them hard bodies take a beating. But I got the sound system in this one also. I'll show you what I did to it. This is that metallic green. I like this color. I used it on my little 1/24th crawler, the same color. I'll take the body off. These little clips are a pain. I got the mods on this. I'll show you the mods I did to this one here, Steve. This one has the sound box in it too, like my one I showed you earlier. The bull, no, yeah, what is it? Bullhead? Yeah, the bullhead. I got so many, I get confused. The bullhead has the sound box. So does this, and I did a few little things to this to make it work better. And I don't know if you could see it. I think this light's way too bright, so I'm going to shine it and see if you could see. See over here? Wait, man, this freaking light. See that over here where you put the battery in? I see glued a rubber hose there that's soft. You can push it in and out. That pushes the battery up front a couple millimeters to make it do less wheelies. So I just wanted to show you that mod's good. And maybe I should leave the light on. I should have a dimmer on here, but I don't know if this is too bright for you guys, because for me it looks bright. I can't tell. I got the 5th shock, like you said. It's hard to see. Could you see it there? Right there's a little shock. I did that at first and put that on. Now it's basically there for no reason, because I'll tell you why. You see this fishing string? I don't know if you could see it with the light because it's kind of bright. But anyway, let me shut the light off and see. There's a fishing string here to this bolt here. It goes around it and goes up through the chassis. You can't see it. I know you can't. It's hard. Well, anyway, there's a fishing string going up through the chassis into this bolt to hold the rear end. And what it does is it doesn't let the rear end slap up because they have these slots here. It doesn't let it go up like this, because this would normally twist the rear end up and it'd be like this would go down and be like, and they used to put the 5th shock in there and they say it works good, but I found out you don't need no shock at all. All you got to do is get this fishing string, you put it around that screw. It's like 15-pound test, and I put a little dab of that shoe glue on the screw so it can't unloosen on the end, and you put it through the chassis on the top there. You make a little hole in the back. Again, you probably can't see it. I don't know. There's a hole up there with the string that goes to it. You could kind of see the string, I guess. And what that does is hold it from slapping the rear end. But what's good about the fishing string mod, it holds it from slapping, but it also lets it go up and down like in the diagonal like that, twist. And one thing good about it is there's stoppers they make that stop it down here, a little plastic piece you screw on that stops it from going up. But when you use that plastic piece, it don't let the whole suspension go up in the the slot pieces there. You see how it compresses up? So if you hit a jump, it'll all compress. The whole rear end will go up with the fishing string. And with the solid plastic piece they have, you screw on your suspension. When you do a jump, will only be able to twist up like this. See how that works? Now with the fishing string, the whole thing could come up and compress, so it works better. I found the fishing string method is the best way to do these. The Hornet, anyone like this, the Hornet, the Pumpkin, anyone with this rear end that slaps up and down, and all the Super Hornets and stuff like that. Do you know how to fix a hard case lipo into one of these? Steve, I think they sell. I don't really use the lipos in these too much because I like the way it holds it down from wheeling. It's kind of better with the nickel metal hydrate. But I know they make special packs for that fit Tamiya. They look like, I think I might got one here. Let me see. Oh yeah. I don't know if this is one, but they make them like this with the wires coming out in the center. They're shaped like nickel metal hydrate packs. And these fit in the lunchbox. You just got to find them. I forget who makes them. You can find them on eBay. This one's a Gen Ace, but I don't even know if this one fits. Let me see. Because I never run, like I said, it's so light, I don't want to run it. Yeah, see, this is a Gen Ace one, and it fits in there, this LiPo, this 2S. So you could probably look on eBay and see whichever one is like made for like the look like a regular standard pack, a 6L like this. They should fit. That's what they look like. Like they almost look like they may even make the lumps on it. But I know there's different companies that make these that do fit. I just don't know the name offhand. And then in this one here, I got the 20-turn motor. I have a 380 amp ESC in here. I don't know why. I really don't need it. But that's the lunchbox beauty. I also balance my wheels with the clay because sometimes these will be like when you floor them off the ground, it'll be like off balance like this. You balance them, it makes it work so much better. Basher boy, they do make the hard case ones that fit. You just gotta find them. But like I said, it's so light when you put them in there that unless you like wheelies, it'll do wheelies. I try to keep the weight forward on mine. Like I put the ESC up in the front more and everything. And this box here holds it down. That's why when you see my videos, it don't wheelie too much because this sound module holds it down. It's actually kind of good, but it's top heavy. But I guess because I have a Lexan body, it equals out the same weight as with having a standard plastic one. Steve Moon, bat box. See this bat box? Anyone who has lipo batteries, I'm telling you right now, you should get one of these. They're like $59. It's expensive, but this thing will save your house from burning down, whereas them little bags, unless you get a real lipo sack like this is the one made in the USA, lipo sack. If you get one of these, it'll protect you from a battery fire. But if you get them China gray ones and them little boxes they sell, all them things fail for the lipos, and they make the fire come out and your house burns down. So This bat box here, I highly recommend it. You hook your charger into it. It has a grommet, and you put your wires in. You could charge inside the bat box, and also you could just leave them stored in there. That's what it's for, charging or storing away your LiPo packs. So I would definitely, like, guys tell, oh, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of money, and they're buying parts for their RC cars, and they have a lot of RC cars, and they have LiPos. This is the most important thing you could buy to save you from a fire if something does happen. LiPo, they're all the same. LiPo, whatever the hell you want to call it. Thanks a lot for stopping by, Perth West Oz. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Oh, Steve-O's in the house. What's up? LiPo, whatever you want to call it, Steve. They're all the same. It's like, you know what it's like? Tamaya. People say Tamaya. I say Tamaya. Wait till you open your lunchbox box, Steve. You'll be like, classic sound. Yeah, this is the lunchbox. I'm going to have a video of it soon. I got the footage. Here's my body. I have a Parma. This is a Lexan body I put on there. It's flexible, so I don't crack the original one because they take a beating. Parma makes this. Yeah, see it. Let me see if I can spark this lunchbox up. Hold on a second, Steve. Hold on. I had my bullhead out here before. Lunchbox, there it is. Let me get a battery here and I'll spark this up for you. You can make these have much different sounds, but the comments are a little laggy because Steve, when I touch my car like this and say if you posted something for me to see, it's like, I guess 20 seconds or maybe more behind. So it's going to be slow for me to respond. But here it is. I got the sound box in it right there. You see it? Hold your ears. Oh, I have this one a little lower than my other one. When you put the brake on, it makes a skid sound. You can adjust what type you want. I painted my rims black. You probably can't see, but I painted them black, but I got an X-Acto knife, and I scraped the outer edge off to the original yellow so it has a pinstripe. Could you guys even see this good? How is it? I don't even know. I think I need like a brighter light, like I could put like a light like this so you could see. But this is too bright. They're black. They're the original yellow wheels, but like I said, I put a razor blade and scraped it off, and I made the little ring around there. Like, oh, so that's the mighty powerful lunchbox. Steve, it comes preloaded with a stock sound, but if you go on their site, you use like you could download anything you want. There's so many sounds you could put into this. It's crazy. You could even put turbos, like you'll hear the turbo comes on, and different brakes. I think they got the horn and all that crap, and different size motors, monster trucks, all different cars. Like they'll have a big block Chevy and all that stuff. But I downloaded this sound, but it comes stock preloaded, like kind of like the Traxxas one sounds. And I was telling them before, this is the fishing mod, string mod I put on the back there. See the fishing string, Steve? It makes the rear end not click up like and slap, but it makes it all work better, the suspension in the back. I have a video on that showing also one of my videos. So that's my lunchbox. And I got a 20-turn motor in it also. So it goes a little faster than stock. Probably you could drop in a cheap 20-turn motor. You get one of those RC four-wheel drive crawler 20 motors. They're pretty good for like $10. Yeah, the fishing string works like a strap retainer for the suspension. It don't let it slap up, but it lets it twist. Because I was telling them when you buy that other piece that locks the bottom in there, it works the same, but the other plastic piece you screw on that locks the bottom doesn't let the suspension go up like fully like this. It just lets it go like this, like how your grasshopper works. It only goes like that and twists with the plastic piece, but this lets it push all the way up the whole gearbox, like when you do a jump. So then on this, another little trick you could do, like I don't have oil shocks. Yeah, Basher boy, there's so much you could download. It's good. You could do anything with this sound box. But another thing you could do, I don't have shocks. I know I have another video showing this. When you get the lunchbox kits and the tamales, they give you like that rubber hose. I just cut like a cup, I think it was like 4 or 5 millimeters, and I put it on the front. See it? I don't know if you guys could see it. Let me shine this light. I don't know if it blinds you when you do this. Is that better or worse? Or well, anyway, there's a plastic 5 millimeter or 4 millimeter. I forgot. It's been a long time. You get them in the kits. I CA glue it to the top of the chassis. I CA glue them on the front, on the top of the chassis. Mark it and line it up with the holes so you could still stick the shafts through. And I put a little grease on that, and it makes it kind of like a friction shock. You can see it don't bounce as much. That's a little trick you could do. And it also holds the front of this truck. See how the wheels are a little angled down? Without that, it's even way worse, and it don't handle good. So this kind of holds the wheels flat. Yeah, these are the shocks it comes with. They're like just springs. So you got to do like I showed you over here. Excuse me. See, the comments are way behind her, and I can't see them. So I did the same thing with the front. I did it up here in the back, but only with a, I think it's like, let me see how thick it is. That's probably, I did the same thing as I said in the front on the shocks, but over here with like 1 millimeter, no, 2 millimeter, I think I used on that, the rubber hose they give you in the kits. And you CA glue that down, and it acts like shock. It's not like an oil shock, but it's like works way better, because if you just have the springs, it keeps going slapping like ting 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 like that, like a mouse trap. Yeah, I have a video. I don't know where the hell it is. I have a video on the trucks like this, and it shows how to do these spacers. It's on these chassis. I think the lunchbox and my Pajero one. I show how to do this with the rubber hose on the front and back, and that makes it not bounce like crazy. It makes it almost like they call it a friction shock, because the rubber grabs and there's grease on it, so it slows it down so it don't keep bouncing. JD Passel's here. Oh, we got the lunchbox beauty out. You could see everything on my older videos, even the fishing string mod, I'll show that. But I replaced the servo savers on this also too. On the Tamiya kits, sometimes I replace the servo savers with the Kimbrough ones with the spring loaded in there. It works better. That's my lunchbox. And I have footage for it. I made some footage. I did a video a little while back. I just didn't get to make the video, so I'll have a video of the lunchbox going in the future. And this is the Parma body. Like I said, if you guys want to order one, it's lighter. I think I got the body mounts on here too. I bought, they have on eBay. You could get them, they're aluminum, because that's really like a weak spot on the lunchbox, because when it hits, it puts a lot of pressure on the plastic ones they give you, and they just snap off. So they sell aluminum ones, and that's what I got. You could search on eBay for aluminum body mounts for the lunchbox, and they're really good, because without them, you could crack them plastic ones off really easy. JD Pass, did you build yours already? I think you built. Didn't you build yours? RC battery. Yeah, they're like little stompers. I don't know if you guys had them. When I was a kid, they had them little small stomper 4x4s. I have a picture of this. I put, if you go to my Steve, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand you. I have on my home page on my YouTube, there's like that tab. What the hell is it? The community tab. I posted a picture of the lunchbox on there. Did you see it? I'm looking over there because I have another computer. I have to look at the comments, but it's lagged behind for so long that it's not even, I don't see your comments. They're probably coming up and it's like I'm seeing them way late. See, like Steve just came up. He said, no, he didn't build his yet. And I asked that a long time ago, and he's probably put that up and it takes forever. It's like a lag, bad lag. Yeah, Basher boy, mine also. I'll just send in a photo of this beauty here. Maybe I'll put my original body on it and take a picture for you, Steve, so you can put it on the video. I made it white with the stickers on there. Steve, if you go onto my screen name when you look on there and you click on Shen RC, it'll go on my channel. And I think there's a community tab in YouTube. If you click on that, I always put like pictures of stuff like the RC cars in there and stuff, and like teaser things for the next videos. I have a few guys that learned how to do it and they come on and always comment, but not a lot of people see it because they don't know what it is or they don't know how to get to it. But I'm pretty sure if you click on my screen name and then it'll show on the top a community tab, you click on that and then it'll be in a different page will come up. It'll be like you could scroll down, there'll be a whole bunch of posts I did from back then, whenever I did it months ago or even whenever I started. And then you could see it, like I post pictures, like I post a picture of a lunchbox or something just to post pictures and write something. Jaspel, JD Passel, that's how it is. You're getting the Revo 2.0? That one's pretty good. I don't think I sent you a picture of my lunchbox, did I? Was it the grasshopper? I don't know. Just check out the community tab. You'll see everything I put on there. It's pretty good. You could put sometimes I put a teaser up before I put the video what's going to come next. Oh, JD, you ordered yours from China? Uh-oh. It may not come with an ESC. Sometimes when you order them from China and stuff, that the Tamiya kits they get, for some reason, sometimes they don't have the ESC included. I don't know. Model Nutty. It's a last time I tried this. I think I did it when I first did it in the beginning of the week or whenever the hell it was, and I had all problems. I had to redo it a couple times. It looked like it wasn't as lagged as it is now. Maybe today it's just slow. Maybe a lot of people are on or something. Who knows? Like now I'm getting the on my other computer. I'm getting the buffering thing. That's what's making it lag. And I have the laptops plugged in with the power cord, so it ain't the batteries. Let me try refreshing this one here. Let me see real quick. All right. Oh, you bought it on eBay? Well, let us know if it comes with an ESC because I ordered some stuff from China to Maya kits, and I was like, what the hell? They didn't come with an ESC. I thought I was saving money. Now it's a little cheaper sometimes, and then you get it and it doesn't have an ESC. Cool, Basher boy. Steve-O, that should be cool. As long as you don't get them hanging nuts that swing on the back of your RC car, then it'll be good. You ever seen those, the hanging nut sack? That's stupid. Oh, okay, I got you, Steve. Steve, I know about the hot shot ball diff and everything, but I really don't beat on mine. I don't like the super hot shot. I only take it out once in a while because I like that one. It's one that I painted it the same as I had when I was a kid, so I only run it once. I ran it once and I went through mud and everything. I was mad. I overdid it. You don't know when you take it out and you start beating on it. But I never really run that one, only easy. And then my other blue hot shot, I don't really bash them that much I don't need that hop up part because mine ain't gonna break. I'm getting this freaking spinning loading on my other computer laptop, making everything stick. I don't know what's going on today. Oh, you got the weathering kit? Yeah, that's like powder. It's like you use it a lot on the RC tanks and stuff. You could use that to weather them. Steve, my hot shot, it ain't a shelf queen, the blue one I use once in a while. The super, I have a super hot shot. I made one video with that, but that one's the one I painted because I built that when I was a kid. So I got the re-release and made it the same. And I used it once and I filmed it. If you look for super hot shot on my channel, I did it with a quadcopter and I was mad because it was snow and I went in mud and it was a mess and I was like, oh, what did I do to it? So I don't use that one too much every once in a while, but the hot shot blue one I use a lot. And I really don't need them parts inside because I'm not like racing it or beating the crap out of them. Basher boy, I never got the Avante. I was gonna get it, and I never got it because I thought the re-release it's too much money and I don't want to mess it up. I just to me it's like a work of art, and to get it and just to leave it and never use it's kind of a waste. And then to get it and beat the crap out of it and mess it up is kind of a waste too. So I never got one. Maybe one time I'll get one, but phone's ringing. Steve, I don't know about that. I never use the powders. What I do with my tanks and stuff, I get like the paint on a brush and you put a dab down like a real thin dab and you get a brush and you just rub it in it. So then you get a piece of like paper and you rub the brush in it. So there's hardly any paint in the brush, they call it dry brushing. Say if you had brown or rust on a piece of plastic, you dip the brush in it a little bit just to get a little on it. Then you get a piece of paper and you go like this and you smear it on the paper with a brush and you do it on your car after none hardly ever comes off anymore. It just makes a little bit on the car. That's what I do to the tanks. It's called dry brushing. If you look on maybe YouTube, they'll show you how to do it. And I also use the airbrush with wet paints and I feather like dust on the tanks and stuff and mud. I never use the dry powders like that. I don't even know if you could use them on the Lexan bodies. So I don't know about that, brother. Basher boy. He's like, I got mine and I don't use it. That's what I mean. And then you look at it and then you're like, what am I doing with it? But I guess if you like it, it's what, you got to get it. You get it, you get it. Steve-O. Yeah. I seen if you search online like Tamaya Lunchbox A-Team, I seen some people paint them like that. I guess you could paint it like that. You have an airbrush, don't you? You have an airbrush. Get like who the hell do I use? I use the water-based Model Masters because it'll be able to go over anything. And that's what I use on my tank. It's water-based Model Master. Get like earth tones or the dirt color. They sell like dirt color. And what you do is you thin it out a lot and you put it in your airbrush and you make your airbrush barely spray, like not a lot of pressure. And then if you want to just do like little dirty spots, you go by the fenders and put a little airbrushing on it. Or if you just want to make your whole truck look dusty, like I do this with the tanks, I'll get the earth tones or the drab, the sand color, whatever you want that looks like dirt. And then you mix it so it's real watery and you stand far back and you just with a lot of pressure and dust the whole thing so it gets like dust on it so it looks like you wrote it in the dirt and it's got the dirt dust on it. You could do it like that too. Yeah, Basher boy, it's a beauty, I'll give you that. Or maybe should I say beauty? Yeah, if I ever had one of those Avantes, I would probably just sit there and look at it all day, waxing it with the Jay Leno stuff. Steve, did you see this stuff I was using? It works great for your RC cars, the bodies. It's Jay Leno's quick detailer spray. You just spray it on and wipe it off real quick like this, and it don't leave any haze or nothing. Even if there's like you missed a spot, it stays clear, and it makes them shiny and it protects them. Like you could clean them easier next time after you run the cars. So that's what I use. It's real awesome. For Steve, if you're using your airbrush and you're gonna do, does your airbrush have a needle system where you could change it out and put a different needle, or is it just one stock? Is it a dual stage one? I got my airbrushes over there. I don't know if you want to see them. If you want to see them, let me know. I got my airbrushes up in the back of this table over here. But if you're gonna do, like, say for an example, if you're gonna make like dirt behind this fender, you don't want a lot of air pressure because it makes a big dust storm. You want to put it on like 15 or something or like that and make the paint thinner so you could do a nice little thing without getting it all over. You use the high pressure when you're done. After you do all the details, you want like mud or something or anything on it. And you say the rest of the body looks completely shiny. If you don't want it to look like that, then you could put your thin paint and put the pressure on higher, like 35, 45, 50, and just hit it a little bit and dust it with a little bit so it looks dirty. This stuff is awesome. It smells like them creamsicle or the ice pops that are cream inside, but the orange on the outside. It smells like the taste of them. It's like an orange smell. It's only $9.99 a bottle. It's real good. I use it on my Camaro and everything. But you go to Jay Leno's Garage, search Jay Leno's Garage. There's other shops that sell it also. Probably could get it on eBay or anywhere. But if you go to Jay Leno's Garage, you could get this. I think it's $9.99. And if you want, they have a kit with like one of these. What the hell are these chamois type? I forgot what they're called. These rags they say to use with them. They give you a rag and a bottle. You could get it in a kit. It works really good. I've been using it on everything. It's nice. Because I used to use some other brand on the bodies, but if you put it on and you let it dry, it dried to a haze. And then you had to get it off the haze. This stuff, you just spray it on and you just go like this until it, and you flip the rag and it's done. You could do this in like a few seconds. The body, I shown me doing everything. You missed it. Okay, Basher boy, I'll see you. I'll see you. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know if you're gone already because the comments are all slow and laggy. So I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Yeah, that's what they're called, microfibers. That's it, Steve. You don't need, just buy a bottle of this. You just shake it like this and it's good to go. It's good as hell. I use it on them all. It's nice. Now everyone that's seen my channel is going to start using J's. I wonder why Shen RC's cars look so shiny all the time.